Did you notice that our compensation plan, you can get to the top with 3 distributors? 3 people who love our products and want to earn extra income. The top with 3 people. Just think about that for a second. 3 people that can fall in love with these products and want to share their passion with others and make some supplemental income. That's not a lot when there are 7 billion humans out there. Are there 7 billion humans in this room? In this room, are there 7 billion? No, they're out there. We just need to find 3 of them. So did you notice that the new MVP bonuses mirror our compensation plan? It teaches you the right behaviors from the beginning. Find 3 people that find 3 product lovers with the right attitude and help them find their 3. And then help them find their 3. And help them find their 3, and so on. Haven't you heard that theme today? I was sitting there and I heard Mark Shinsato talk about that, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm going to talk about that too. And I love how this all ties in together. So this is how I built my business, was finding 3 who found 3 who found 3, right? Let me show you how that works. Come on up. I made a list of 100 names. She gave me 50 and she took 50. And so we called and we got 99 no's. We got 1 yes. Pam and Mark ordered. Mark was a cardiologist. I was blown away that a cardiologist was listening to me. But I'm blessed and humbled that they looked at this, because that has led to almost $1 million in sales a month. Then I'm in the gym working out and I meet a neighbor. Dr. Melody Rodardi is representing that leg. Mary Balk. And then my 3rd leg was Marilyn Moser is representing that leg, Doreen Andreen, and that was a networking group. I built my business. I had just been 1 year living in Arizona. I didn't know anyone, so Carrie suggested I go to networking groups, and she hated it, but she told me to go to the networking groups. You forgot about that, huh? So here I go to networking groups, but I met somebody who joined, who told somebody, and this has led to an Australian leg, and New Zealand, and all over the world. So incredible. I love meeting people face to face. So for me, this approach actually worked. I have several other little legs, but these are my main 3 legs. What you don't see here is the hundreds and hundreds of people that I talked to that said, what? No. Wow, I love it. You guys are on top of this. Yes, hundreds and hundreds. It's just what happens. I've enrolled around 50 distributors, and a lot of them just became glorified customers, love our product, but the business wasn't for them. But these are the 3 main legs that have built the business. So keep this simple. This is the MVP bonus, right? So what I did is I taught them how to maintain 200 PV. Their orders and customers, 200 PV, to maximize a compensation plan. Do you want 40% or 30%? 40. I always teach 200 PV. I mentioned there's the other part of it, but we focus on let's get to 200 in that month and maintain that always. So when you got your 3 and they have 200 PV, congratulations, you're on MVP bronze. How much do you get? 100, yes. And next month, when they maintain that 200 PV, what are we going to get next month? Another $100, yes. You will get $100 every month. They maintain their 200 PV all the way till September. Isn't that amazing? Well, is anybody excited? Wow. Remember, you've got the commission that we get, and this is on top of it. This is to teach us the right behavior. Now the fun really begins, because now you're helping them find their 3. Wonder what that looks like. Come on up.
Know about you.
So this is what it looks like. You've joined forces, just like Blue was explaining, and Dan and the team there. And this is what happens. Now we teach them to do what? Find their 200 PV, find their customers, right? And we work with them. You help them share the whole story, right? This is what we're teaching them, to share the whole story, the product and the opportunity. Some people will see this business and others won't. Those that don't, then we have another plan for them, which is the MVP seller. So now They have their 200 PV. How much do they get? How much do you get? 500. Yes. Wow, we're very quiet. How much do you get now? All right. Thank you. And it's even more fun because now you're not alone. Now is when the magic begins to happen because you have leverage, which is the amazing part of this business. It's your efforts and the efforts of others together, helping each other. So now we're going to help them find their 3. Can we do it? Come on up. I can't even look at them because I want to cry. I love my team. I love helping people fulfill their dreams and goals like we have. This is the dream, is to get all of these angels that are up here to pro to elite, right? That's not even in there. So we do the same thing. We teach them to get 200 PV. And how much do you get? 1,500 on top of all the other bonuses. And if they maintain this all the way to September, you can get that 1,500 every month that this is happening. It didn't start with all of them. It started with 3. Keep it simple. Find your 3 and teach them and let it grow. Now, you're going to come across people, right, that don't want to become distributors. That's okay. They may become your customers. And for that, we have the MVP Seller Bonus. Enroll customers in February this month, and in March, when they have their second order, and it equals 500 PV or more, you get an extra $100. My tip for getting customers on their second order is I always suggest use the product for 4 to 6 months. Everybody's body is different. And it took a while for your body to get to the way it was, right? So be patient. If someone says, I'm going to try it for a month, I take it away. And then I tell them a story. I say, well, maybe this isn't for you, because a month, I don't know. So I proceed to tell them a story about a positive result that took someone 6 months or a year. Imagine if they had stopped before that time, I tell them. And this is my Pro9 business. And 100,000 others that are out there. So, do you want this? Who wants it? So let's say it together. Let's feel it. I am a Pro 10. 3 times. Let's go. I am a Pro 10. I am a Pro 10. I am a Pro 10. Taking daily action and sharing the whole story from your heart and with passion left me with this amazing team, and it can happen for you. Remember the sneakers I couldn't get? Well, 13 months later, I hit Pro 7. But I wasn't working, so I poured all my time into it. So I know people are working full-time and part-time. So be patient with yourself, but it is possible. And when we went school shopping that next year, I told my sons, pick out whatever sneakers you wanted. So my little one again, I told him he needs to be a billionaire at the rate he's going. My son, he couldn't decide, Noah couldn't decide the red or the right ones. So I said, you can get both. He looked at me like, what? Yes, you can get both. I got both. I got to be a present mom and build my successful business. You can get both, whatever you want.